Hello, today I'm sharing what I've been channeling around children, their soul contracts, what they're here to do, the reasons for some of their experiences or their behavior. And I was prompted to do this from one of my beautiful clients today. Her first session last year was specifically geared towards her looking to find information around her business. She's in the medical field and works with adults mainly, but she also has a child who is on the spectrum and who has been acting out, and she identified first that her child has PDA issues, so being affectionate, touching, etc. And we'll call her Jane, my client. And what we found when I channeled for her is that her daughter is here to help her. They've actually had lifetimes together where they worked together in their lifetimes, bringing forth information to help people. And in this lifetime, they're working together as a different type of team, mother-daughter team. And because her daughter chose to come in with some behavioral things that are showing up as autism, challenges with affection, etc., what we were shown is that it's here to help my client, Jane, work with her clients, and in turn work with her daughter based on what she's learning from her clients to help her daughter step into her mission and purpose. And today she wanted to learn even more about her daughter. We'll call her Janet, her little daughter Janet, okay? So Jane wanted to know how she could support and best assist her daughter, knowing that she's here for big things. And when I asked her, how did the last session shift anything in your parenting? She said she always knew that she had some sensory or PDA issues, but she didn't realize that they were connected to her overall mission and purpose, and she wanted to continue supporting her in that way. So what we were shown today is that some of her control issues or needing to control things, little Janet, comes from she's a little disconnected from her emotions. She's really distanced from emotions. She's really a lot in her mind. And I see this with autism people and children a lot. They work from their mind. In fact, I'm being reminded about a client that I had last week or the week before. He's an adult, and he's here to learn how to bring his mind and heart together through moving into emotions, learning how to feel emotions in a safe way. And it's connected to his soul's journey and his soul's mission and what he's here to do. And my client today, Jane, her daughter Janet, is here to work with people. And because she's so much in her mind, she actually has some psychic/telepathic abilities. She is distanced from her emotions. She doesn't know how to work with her emotions. We didn't actually channel into, or I didn't look into or channel her deeper background for this, but sometimes I see that children are used to incarnating into different types of forms of beings that aren't used to feeling emotion, which is why they're struggling with emotions in this lifetime. We didn't look at that. Today, we just looked at how she could parent her child better. And what came in was for her to help her identify the reasons why she was acting out. Help her identify the reasons why she tries to control the play even at about 8 years old. So beautiful, beautiful insight. They connected it to her future mission and purpose. Now, when I'm channeling for children or anybody has questions about someone who's not there in the session, our teams, my team, and I'm speaking to my client's team as well. They're very, very good about not invading the person's privacy. They will show information about someone who's not present that will be supportive to my client in a way. And if anything, it helps them understand, embrace, forgive, even let go, but they won't invade their privacy. And when we speak about children, they give a little bit less information as well, because how they've explained it is that even when a parent has the best intentions of their child in mind, so for instance, my client today, Jane, she wants to help her daughter align to her highest mission and purpose. We still have the human mind that kicks in. So if my client understands that that her daughter is here for X, Y, and Z, if she understands too much of the big picture, it could cause her to parent in a way that doesn't allow for her little daughter, Janet, to fully experience the things that she needs to increase her skill set, to become the true servant, or to serve the collective in the way that she's here to serve. So our mind might think we know what's best in serving our children if we know their mission and purpose. But in the end, everything we experience in our life, especially challenges and even trauma, are here not just to help us learn and evolve and sometimes close karmic loops, etc., but it's here to help us learn certain skills so we can serve the collective in the way that we're meant to serve. And if we know too much about a child, we might not be serving them in a way if we cause them to avoid certain lessons or things that might cause what we would consider challenges, but those challenges, in fact, are helping to build that skill set for that child to step into their mission and purpose. So I see this a lot. Jane's child, Janet, they've incarnated into like equal positions in other lifetimes where they've supported each other. In this lifetime, it manifested in a mother-daughter relationship because it was the most supportive for what they're looking to do in this lifetime. And many times my clients' children they are very, very, very evolved, even though they're raising a little person, and we're here to teach them, safety, basic 3D things that's important for them to know. It's also really important to remember that some of these souls, this might be their first time on this planet, the child. They might not have been here as much. And that's some of the reasons why they might have sensory issues or behavioral issues. They might not be connecting with their emotions or understanding what to do to navigate those emotions. So I absolutely love when I channel for someone and they have questions about their child. It's so illuminating. I learned so much through channeling these things myself. Remember, if you have a child, and of course we were all once children, there's bigger and deeper meanings behind the way we show up or the way the child is showing up, the way they're behaving. And what I find specifically with children with autism or ADHD or things like that, they're here to teach us. They're here to show us a different way of doing things. And I've talked a lot about this on this channel, but keep that in mind. Always seek out professionals. I'm not a medical doctor. I'm just sharing what I've channeled. So it's up to you to, decide what resonates with you. Seek professionals. Throw out what doesn't resonate with you. But when we're just looking to medication to change a symptom or manipulate a behavior, we are completely missing the point of that behavior. That behavior is teaching us something. That child is trying to show us something, even though consciously the child doesn't remember exactly what they came here to do and the reasons for that behavior. It's very specifically aligned to what they're here to teach us. And if we numb those behaviors or cause them to conform to the rest of the system, then we're missing out on the incredible deep teachings that they're here to bring. Even though they're little, even though we're looking at them as little humans, they're bringing in incredible wisdom from other lifetimes, other incarnations, from the soul realm to help us change our systems and in many times help us in our journey. So what do you think about this? Drop your questions and comments. Don't forget to follow me on YouTube, just in case we don't know what's going on here. I also have a new global healing meditation live or link set up in my bio if you want to sign up for the next live. Click on the picture in my bio. Go follow me on YouTube. Just to decide, depending on what happens here on this channel, we want to stay in contact. I'll be sharing more content on my YouTube and building out my Instagram more as well. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you in the next video.